importance of kindness and the very simple ways that we can show kindness to others. It's a book that you might be familiar with, but like any good book, you can hear it over and over again. I can read this book over and over and I still love it each and every time. So this book is by Jacqueline Woodson and it is called Each Kindness. That winter, snow fell on everything, turning the world a brilliant white. One morning, as we settled into our seats, the classroom door opened and the principal came in. She had a girl with us, and she said to us, "This is Maya." Maya looked down at the floor. I think I heard her whisper hello. We all stared at her. Her coat was open, and the clothes beneath looked old and ragged. Her shoes were spring shoes, not meant for the snow, and a strap on one of them had broken. So we're getting quite an image of Maya here. Her clothes aren't right, they're old, her shoes aren't right. Our teacher, Miss Albert, said, "Say good morning to our new student," but most of us were silent. The only empty seat was next to me. That's where our teacher put Maya. And on that first day, Maya turned to me and smiled, but I didn't smile back. I moved my chair, myself, and my books a little farther away from her. When she looked my way, I turned to the window and stared out at the snow. And every day after that, when Maya came into the classroom, I looked away and didn't smile back. I can't imagine coming in and smiling at someone and having them just look away at me. My best friends that year were Kendra and Sophie. At lunchtime, we walked around the schoolyard, our fingers laced together, whispering secrets into each other's ears. You can see the girls here holding hands. One day, while we were near the slide, Maya came over to us. She held open her hand to show us the shiny jacks and the tiny red ball she'd gotten for her birthday. "It's a high bouncer," she said, but none of us wanted to play. So Maya played the game by herself. That afternoon, when we got back into the classroom, Maya whispered to me, "Bet you can't guess who the new Jacks champion of the world is." Behind me, Andrew whispered, "Chloe's got a new friend. Chloe's got a new friend." "She's not my friend," I whispered back. It would be so horrible to hear. Someone sitting right next to you basically say, "I don't like her. She's not my friend." The weeks passed, and every day we whispered about Maya, laughing at her clothes, her shoes, the strange food she brought for lunch. Some days Maya held her hand out to show us what she brought to school, a deck of cards, pickup sticks, a small tattered doll. Whenever she asked us to play, we said no. The days grew warmer and warmer. The pond thawed, grass began growing where snow had been. One day Maya came to school wearing a pretty dress and fancy shoes. But the shoes and the dress looked like they belonged to another girl before Maya. "I had a new name for her," Kendra whispered. "Never knew. Everything she has comes from a second-hand store." We all laughed. Maya just stood by the fence. She was holding a jump rope, but did not come over to ask us if we wanted to play. After a while, she folded it double, rolled the ends around each hand, and started jumping. She jumped around the whole schoolyard without stopping. She didn't look up once. She just jumped and jumped and jumped. The next day Maya's seat was empty. In class that morning we were talking about kindness. Miss Albert had brought a big bowl into the class and filled it with water. We all gathered around her desk and watched her drop a small stone into it. Tiny waves rippled out away from the stone. This is what kindness does, Miss Albert said. Each little thing we do is like a ripple out into the world. Then Miss Albert let us each drop the stone in as we told her what kind things we had done. Joseph had held the door for his grandmother. Kendra had helped change her baby brother's diaper. Even mean old Andrew had done something. I carried teacher's books upstairs, he said. Miss Albert said, "That's true." But I stood there, holding Miss Albert's rock in my hand, silent. Even small things count, Miss Albert said gently. But I couldn't think of anything, and passed the stone on. Maya didn't come to school the next day, or the day after that. Each morning I walked to school slowly, hoping this would be the day Maya returned, and she'd look at me and smile, and I promised myself this would be the day I would smile back. Each kindness, Miss Albert had said, makes the whole world a little better. But Maya's seat remained empty. And one day Miss Albert announced to the class that Maya wouldn't be coming back. Her family had to move away, Miss Albert said. Then she told us to take out our notebooks, that it was time for spelling. That afternoon, I walked home alone. When I reached the pond, my throat filled with all of the things that I wished I had said to Maya, each kindness that I had never shown her. I threw small stones into it, over and over, and watched the way the water rippled out and away, out and away. Like each kindness, done and not done. Like every girl somewhere, holding a small gift out to someone, and that someone turning away from it. Maya had offered the girls her smile and her friendship, and they had all turned away from her. I watched the water ripple as the sun set through the maples, and the chance of a kindness with Maya became more and more forever gone. And that is the end of each kindness. And what I love about this book, Dragons, is that it reminds us that kindness is something simple and free that we can give away to people. And the more that we give it away, when someone is kind to you, it makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you're likely to be kind to someone else. And can you imagine if our whole world would just stop? And even though we're different, and even though we think different things and we look different and we like different things and we don't always agree on everything, we could still show each other kindness. How incredible our world would be. When you see someone who's sitting alone, sit next to them, offer them your friendship. When someone smiles at you, smile back and say, "Good morning, how's your day?" Those are small little things that can truly make someone's entire day. They don't cost a thing to give. I am so proud of our dragons and how kind you all are, and I look forward to seeing even more acts of kindness throughout our school and in our community, because dragons choose kind.